was it may be due to the loneliness, or maybe due to the she was not able to what you can say communicate with the people due to the lack of the English uh, English बात करने के वजह से उनसे there may be numerous reasons. So at that time, Dr. Wani was very what you can say वो बहुत he was very frustrated how to go with the things, and how to manage the things. He was alone. There are three children, and but within 2-3 years, he just come up with the problem. He managed to do the things. He grown up with all the three childs. He took care of the wife, and he just controlled the life, what we can say, in a good manner, very well manner. So he doesn't वो वहां तक रुकते नहीं है. He started to look at the others, because he started peer support groups over there, joining support groups over there. So Canada being a developed country, there was some facilities about the awareness about the schizophrenia, awareness about the mental illness and health. So he was lucky to know all the things, and he started some peer support groups in 1978, 79 also. And looking at the issues, looking at the other, what you can say, Shubhartis or service users, he founded a Schizophrenia Awareness Association in Alberta province of Canada. So it is a huge state in Canada, and he was the founder, president of that Alberta Schizophrenia Awareness Association. And he has a very good started very good work for the awareness among the society in Canada in 80s. Then in 1989, he started another organization called MSSO. It is a Maharashtra Seva Samiti organization. We started in Calgary only, and the members were across the North America, from America as well as Canada. And then he started supporting various causes, various social organizations across India. He used to travel India twice a year for at least 2-3 months, and he used to visit all the NGOs who are working in a great way in Maharashtra and India. And that's how he started supporting the Indian cause of the social things. So over the years, he nearly supported almost 30 NGOs in India. So despite other than that, this was the huge spectrum of his social activities. But particularly looking at his experience over the experience for the schizophrenia, he started Schizophrenia Awareness Association in Pune in 1998, 97. So we have already completed 26th, 27th years of Schizophrenia Awareness Association in Pune, and it is all the legacy led by Dr. Jagannath Wani. So he passed away on the 6th May 2018, and we, the trustees of SHA, decided to commemorate his birthday, today's birthday, in some special manner. So there were, as you know, the Dr. Jagannath Wani has been felicitated by Canadian government by with a Order of Canada award. It is a lifetime huge achievement for him, and he was also well recognized across Indian social organizations. But to commemorate him, our past president, Mr. Amrut Kumar Bakshi, suggested that he is a the best of caregiver, what we can identify in the journey of the SA. So it was the idea to commemorate this day as a caregivers day, and that's how we started this. This is, I think, fifth or sixth year of caregivers day. And we started with the discussions about the caregivers, because everyone is talking about the service users or Shubharthis, what you can say. But the most neglected thing was the caregiver, because Dr. Wani always, he can well compare with the Canadian society and Indian society, and he was well aware of the importance of the families in India, because the thing is missing in the Western community, that they are more dependent on the what you can say, the government aided institutions for supporting such service users. But in India, it is a great thing that our family members always help the service users, Shubharthis, in a great manner. They take the wholeheartedly the responsibility of the caregivers. And that's why we decided to just give a platform to the all the caregivers across the India. And in addition, we started to help some caregivers who are not who are underprivileged. They are not even the ability to cater for the medicines and all that stuff. What the expenses that they need to spend for over their Shubhartis. So that's how we started to give some what you can say support to the some underprivileged caregivers, and that's how I think this caregiver day is the unique idea, and it will give the platform to the all the caregivers, and it will make the it will here discuss the issues faced by the caregivers. And this is the only a peculiar platform what we can, as a SA, we can understand. And we believe that this is a great platform for the all the caregivers across the India. And I welcome all you all, and we will like to hear from all the experienced panelists about the today's subject is what is the Indian family caregivers of persons with mental illness. So that is the only thing what I was talking about. And we'll be just discussing about the stresses and strains and worries and way outs. So we will be discussing about the issues faced and how to tackle the things. So I just open the platform for the next course. And thank you very much for attending. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. In connection with today's program, we arranged composition contest for care receivers. The subject was My Caregiver. And I will take the honor to announce the winner's name for this contest. And the names are first prize winner, rupees 5,000 goes to Ujala Joshi, Chandigarh. Second prize, rupees 3,000 goes to Megha Rehani, New Delhi. Third prize goes to Prajakta Ranade, Prajakta Pandey, Pune. And consolation prizes goes to Milind Malave, Dushyant Pathak, and Anand Mokashi. Congratulations to the awardees. We will send you the winning amount directly to your account. Another event we conduct every year on Caregivers Day is giving a token cash support to caregivers of moderate means. This year we have modified the event and we appeal to the members of Caregivers Group Mission run by SA to donate an amount, small or big, for such caregivers, and SA will add a matching amount to selected caregivers. And we have received an amount of rupees 1,41,000 and SA has put in a matching amount. Thus, the total amount is rupees 2,82,000, which will be distributed amongst 8 caregivers. Rais Rahim Abdul from Buldhana, Mintu Bora, Tejpur, Assam, Suresh Bise from Satara, Gurucharan Singh from Mohali, Aniket Kharade from Pune, Swapnil Samel, Pune, Pragati Meshram, Nagpur, Rendive from Pune. So each will get rupees 25,000. This amount will be transferred to the account of the caregivers. So congratulations, everyone. Now I would like to request Dr. Commander Arnab Das to speak on the significance of the subject for panel discussion. He is a family caregiver, researcher, innovator, strategist, and entrepreneur. He served Indian Navy for over 2 decades as an electrical officer. Even he did his master's and PhD from IIT Delhi on underwater technology. Sir is also a well-wisher and friend of SA. So I welcome Sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to speak at this forum, and it was definitely very impressive to hear how this journey of SA started and the vision. I think 2, 3 important points I draw from what was said. Recognizing the uniqueness of the Indian culture. I mean, the whole traditional aspect and the family system that we have. Because when we talk about caregiving, we cannot, many times, not just in this case, but we have a mindset of drawing the Western model, which definitely doesn't work. So it requires a bit of innovation where we understand what is our system and how we can kind of map the requirements of the our loved ones who are suffering and also the caregivers, fellow caregivers. I think we need to also factor the changing dynamics of the society today. I mean, in many ways, we are trying to even surpass the Western system. Good or bad is anybody's debate, but we need to really put our mind together. But what I'm very happy is that the group that SA has been able to put together, uh, I mean, Amrit sir has been instrumental in that. But, he has, all of us have a limited span to how much we can contribute. But when we put a institutionalized model, that stays. I mean, like now what SA has been able to achieve, Professor Wani's vision, and his vision has been institutionalized, and there is an organization which will be taken forward. So that is something we all need to be proud of. And we have to constantly work towards institutionalizing this mechanism, and also constantly be aware what are the changing dynamics of our environment. So I think that's something we need to be extremely careful about. I mean, the Indianness will not remain static. The Indian family system will not remain static. But how do we put things together? How do we? I mean, I think the biggest challenge a person faces when he's going through this is the uncertainty, both for a caregiver and our fellow loved ones who are suffering this, the uncertainty. And when you are actually getting into it in the beginning, I mean, all of us have that experience that, the whole uncertainty of every dynamics. I mean, I was so happy that you announced so many prizes. I mean, there are financial uncertainties, there are social uncertainties, the whole relationship dynamics. There are, it causes a lot of uncertainty in that. Your ability to, I mean, all of us are social animals. We need friends, we need relatives, we need family around us. But the inconsistency, that is the biggest challenge that we face, inconsistency of our behavior. Sometimes, the environment does not understand that, and the backlash that we face becomes extremely difficult to manage. So how do we support? I mean, it's only the caregivers or a group like this will understand that dynamics. And I think I mean, there are so many senior people to me here, and they have seen it far more than me. And so the whole how the learning, how do we institutionalize that learning? That's something important. I think Sa has put this together in a very beautiful way, and the group which has been formed, which is called Mission, I think that itself brings that. I mean, Amritsar has really put this into a proper system, and we all need to work together to strengthen this and make it a institution, a very robust institution, which will last for a much longer time and far beyond us. I mean, all of us will have a shelf life, and we will have to hand over and kind of fade away. But how do we make stronger contribution, and how do we strengthen the institution which will kind of take it forward? Today, I think we are blessed that there is so much more. I mean, I was just kind of feeling amazed that people like Professor Wani, even Mr. Amrit Bakshay also, when they started this journey, what kind of resources were available or what kind of tools were available to them. But they did not worry about that, and they started. So, I mean, some of us who are in this at this stage, I think we have much less to complain. So we need to come together. I think I'll leave it at that. And I think one last point I want to say is that many of us, when you are going through this, we not try. I mean, we get isolated from the society. We have to make extra effort to remain with the society. I mean, we sometimes get overwhelmed by our issues, and we start cutting ourselves off from the ecosystem. I think we have to make special effort. I mean, I don't think we need to worry or be embarrassed or ashamed of, or whatever is a better word. But it somehow just gets into us that we start detaching ourselves from the ecosystem. I think we must go full on and make see, all of us have issues, but we have to, in whatever way, other ways we can make contribution, which will integrate us with the ecosystem, is very important, so that uh, we are in touch with the system. And even our loved ones who are suffering, I mean, I have seen many of them have far more talent than the others who are so-called who call themselves normal. So I think if we can build an ecosystem where everybody's uniqueness can make a big difference and can be recognized, is something we need to look at. So I think I'll stop here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Ms. Sarika Chandak. She is a senior counselor at SA to please brief our today's panelist.
Thank you, Aarti. Now I would like to introduce Miss Mamtha. Mamtha ji is caregiver of her elder brother who was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. Mamtha now associated with Sumna Trust, a public charitable trust, as its managing trustee. Sumna Trust has initiated a project, Sakshama Sumna Inclusive Living, a mission with a goal to provide Aarti, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Mamtha ji is a managing trustee. Sumna Trust has initiated a project, Sakshama Sumna Inclusive Living, a mission with a goal to provide lifetime care for PMIs. She is also a non-official member of CMHA representing NGOs. Mamtha ji graduated from University of Mysore. She worked in Indian Space Research Organization in 1989 as a scientist and worked with the team involved in design and development of electronic system to satellite and ground station and deliver data transmitting system for various missions to Indian remote sensing satellite. Now, I will introduce Ratna ji. Ratna Chibber is a technocrat entrepreneur managing a specialty chemical industry in Chennai. Originally from Allahabad, she has made her base in Chennai after she came there for the treatment of her brother who has schizophrenia. She is one of the founding member of ASHA, a 27 years old organization formed by caregiver of people with mental illness. and runs a 30-bedded residential rehabilitation home in Chennai. Ratna has spearheaded using employment as a method of rehabilitation for people with mental illness. She has provided employment to many people battling with mental illness in her industry and continues to do so. She is also the founder trustee of Atmanirbhar, a non-profit organization that solely focuses on creating employment solutions for people with mental illness. Currently, Atmanirbhar runs 4 retail stores employing 18 people with mental illness. Our next panelist is Shri Aman Batish. Aman Batish ji is a member of the State Mental Health Authority, Haryana, as a representative of caregiver. To his mother and sister, both have a schizophrenia. Co-founder Manas Mitra, an NGO working to help and support family caregivers of persons with mental illness, is resolving their common problems relating to caregiver. An architect by profession and alums of IIT Rukri with more than 20 years of professional experience as an architectural design consultant, work as team lead on awarded projects. Now, I would like to introduce our next panelist, R.P.S. Kapur. Shri Kapur is a caregiver of his 45 years old son presently at the Institute of Mental Health, Amritsar, Punjab. He is a founder member of Prayatan NGO, Chandigrah, working for PMIs. After his retirement from Punjab and Sindh Bank as a chief manager in 2008, he is devoting himself fully towards the working of the NGO. Since his taking over as a president in 2016, a piece of land was purchased and a long-stay home for PMIs was constructed with donation from his families and friends and well-wishers. The home, currently having a capacity of 11 residents, is fully functional with presently 5 residents, 4 male, 1 female. The major part of management of running this home and 2 kaisok, one at PGI and other at bus stand in Chandigarh, where 5 PMIs have gained full employment, along with other work of the NGO is being handled by Mr. Kapur with support from his team. Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Bakshi uncle is not feeling well today, so I request our secretary, Shri Ravi sir, to please initiate today's program. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, R.P. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
I must confess I'm a last-minute replacement to Mr. Bakshi, who's unfortunately a little under the weather at the moment, and his indisposition prevents him from participating in today's event. However, I'll try to make the best of my capabilities. It is my privilege to once again look at the smiling face of my old friend Ratna Chibber. And I'm sure she will do justice to the subject today. I must caution the panelists to kindly be brief, as we do not have much time at our disposal. We still have to take questions from the audience. Without wasting more time, may I ask Mamtha ji to start first? Mamtha from Bangalore?
Yes, sir. So I'm very thankful for inviting me first, and little feeling very sorry that Amritsar is not feeling well. But we'll start with the session. So right now I'm not in India. I'm participating from Europe. This one is, I was a caregiver for my brother. So I have gone through, and my brother is no more. I was a primary caregiver for 30 years. I was secondary initially because my mother was there, and I graduated to become the primary after when she passed away in an accident. So I have gone through one cycle of caregiving. So I it was caregiving started when I was very young. And then I, for 30 years, till last 2021, I did. So I have what you call, I can say that I have graduated in this institution. So first is two things is it is a little negative because manifestation of symptoms and seeking help. This is the most challenging, embarrassing. I will not say people earlier we used to use the word as caregiver burden, but later we wanted to change the English. But as the title says that it is a stress and strain. The stress is nothing but there is a body, and on that body we are going to put any force. It is the stress, and the effect of that stress is nothing but strain. So the stress and strain are directly proportional. More the stress, more the deformation. More the deformation, it means that there is more stress. So, but this is part of it, whether we change a caregiver burden to caregiver stress, the physical reaction is going to be same. So along with our loved one who is being suffering or what going through this mental health status, the caregiver will always be affected. So this first two stages of manifestation of symptoms, we are not yet caregivers. We start seeking help, and then we reach out to the mental health professionals. And here the challenge starts because we start becoming aware about what is stored for us. We come to know that this is going to be a permanent status and we have to maintain, and still our mind is not prepared for accepting this. But we go through all these things and we reach a stage wherein we know this is what is this. At this point of time, I feel we get into the next stage that we start accepting it and we start looking for the solutions, and this is the state. So I don't want to touch upon on all these things because all caregivers go through this. But what is the effect of this? So it is not that just the caregiving is giving only the stress and strain is not only the part of the caregiving. It also, there is a positive aspect of caregiving. We become little holistic, and our design, mental design changes. We become from seekers, we want to give. So we change our attitude, so we want to help others, and our personal growth will be there. We, compared to the other people in the society, we will have a lot of patience and we have the empathy. Yes, we have to do something. And at this point of time only, I joined Aman in the very initial stage, which is the self-help group from Bangalore. So initially started with emotional, and afterwards we started supporting each other, caregiving tactics, how to manage, so what is the strategy and all these things. The final product is nothing but coming to or initiating our activities for Sumana. The Sumana is I can say that the matured caregiving. The byproduct or the product of caregiving is Sumana. We wanted the caregivers, we all united, and we thought instead of always depending upon a mental health establishment, always seeking, going to the doctor, why not reverse the arrow? Let us reverse the arrow. We have done enough. We will be there. We will be there in one place, and then let all the services reach us. We wanted this. So Sumana is an inclusive living where families, 40 families, we have planned to live together, and then we want the mental health professionals to reach to us because it is going to be our final destination where we are going to stay. So we are aged now. So we are going to live with our loved ones and the mental health professionals are going to reach out to us and provide the services for which we used to go to them. And as you see, India family 30% is medicine and 70% is family. This is our ratio. So if the 70% is concentrated and living together, I think it is going to have a best of this. So the outcome in my side is, yes, after graduating from caregiving, I think making a strong base for the caregiver and making a good future for the loved ones is the outcome of our caregiving. This is this one. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Mamtha ji. I think you've made certain very valid points. What struck me really was your mentioning the positive aspect of caregiving, and that the caregiver evolves as he provides care to his dear one. We'll get back to you when the question answer time comes. May I request Kapur Saab to kindly address the audience now? Mr. Ravinder Kapur.
Sir, please unmute yourself.
Mr. Kapur, you need to unmute. Yeah.
Ah.
You're unmuted.
Now it is okay?
Yes, it's fine.
देखिए, एज ए केयर गिवर मैं ये समझता हूँ कि ये किसी स्पीकर ने अभी ठीक कहा था कि ये वो ही समझ सकता है जो इस चीज से गुजरा हो, जो इस चीज में पड़ा है वो ही समझ सकता है. कैन यू स्पीक इन हिंदी? इज एनी प्रॉब्लम? नो.
No, sir, you can go ahead in Hindi.
ओके. मैं ये समझ रहा हूँ, मेरा ये मानना है कि जिस परिवार में ये पेशेंट है वो सारा परिवार ही पेशेंट, वो सारा ही स्ट्रेस में है. वो अगर ऑफिस में कोई बैठा है तो वो सोच रहा है कि पीछे पता नहीं क्या हो, कैसे मैनेज कर रहे होंगे. और एक ये सोच बन जाती सारे परिवार की कि ये अब होगा क्या, इसका करना क्या है, ये क्या प्रॉब्लम है. खैर वो डॉक्टरों के पास जाते हैं, सब कुछ होता है, पर फिर समझ नहीं आ रही कि इसका आगे फ्यूचर क्या है, इसको कैसे मैनेज करना है. और वो पेशेंट तंग ही करता जा रहा है, वो डोमिनेट कर रहा है, अपनी अनरीजनेबल डिमांड्स दे रहा है, वो आपको पूरी करनी पड़ती हैं. अगर नहीं कर रहे तो वो या तो आपको मारता है या आपको कुछ चीजें तोड़ता है. तो ये एक बड़ी समस्या है. एक पेशेंट ही डोमिनेट कर रहा है सारे परिवार को अपनी अनरीजनेबल डिमांड से और तंग कर रहा है. ये मेरे साथ ये सब चीजें हुई हैं. मैंने 6 दिन में 6 ट्रांजिस्टर खरीदे. ये सब चीज मैंने भुगती है. फिर मैंने सोचा कि मैंने क्या ये स्टिग्मा वगैरह छोड़ो. सारे पुलिस को बताना शुरू कर दिया, रिश्तेदारों को बताया कि ये प्रॉब्लम है, ये सिजोफ्रेनिया डायग्नोज हो गया है. तो सारे रिश्तेदार लग गए. एक जगह मिल गई हॉस्पिटल में जलंधर में, 5 साल उन्होंने निकाल दिए. खैर चलो, उसके बाद उनको समझ आ गई कि ये पेशेंट हम नहीं रख पाएंगे लंबे समय के लिए, और उन्होंने बोला कि ये आप इसको ले जाइए, इसको अमृतसर दाखिल करा दें. तो खैर अमृतसर जगह मिल गई. और मैं यहाँ यही कहना चाह रहा हूँ ये सब चीजें स्ट्रेस है, स्ट्रेस में आ गई और बड़ी भारी चैलेंज है कि कैसे हैंडल किया जाए, इसका क्या किया जाए, लॉन्ग रन में क्या होगा. खैर एनीवे, मैं इसका वे आउट यही निकाल रहा हूँ कि जिसके घर ये पेशेंट है उसको इमीडिएटली इसको एडमिट कराना चाहिए हॉस्पिटल। उसमें लिए कोई सुटेबल जगह, कोई मेंटल हेल्थ स्टेब्लिशमेंट देखनी चाहिए जिसमें उसको लॉन्ग स्टे के लिए वहां रखा जा सके, क्योंकि इन पेशेंट की भी अपनी एक बरादरी है। वो अपनी जगह चले जाएं, अपने पे और वहां। और आप भी, आप केयर गिवर को भी तो मेंटल हेल्थ चाहिए। केयर गिवर को बाकी परिवार को भी देखना है, बाकी बच्चों को देखना है उसने, और उनकी पर्सनैलिटी में, उनकी डेवलपमेंट में कोई फर्क ना हो। इसलिए मेरा मानना ये है कि अगर इस जो पेशेंट डिक्लेयर हो गया है, डायग्नोज हो गया है, तो उसको उसके लिए सूटेबल जगह जल्दी से जल्दी ढूंढनी चाहिए और उसका अच्छा अरेंजमेंट। वो वहाँ खुश रहेगा, आप घर में खुश रहेंगे और सारी प्रॉब्लम्स ठीक रहेंगी। अगर मैनेजेबल नहीं है तो यही करना चाहिए। अगर मैनेजेबल है, घर में है, फिर आप सब लोग खुश हैं, फिर ठीक है, फिर तो रखो, घर में रखो। अगर दुखी है तो फिर उसको किसी जगह पे दाखिल कराओ, एडमिट कराओ। ये दूसरा ये है, लोग कई दफा खर्चे से घबराते हैं कि खर्चा है, बाहर किसी जगह रखेंगे, खर्च होगा, क्या करेंगे। खर्च तो वो अपना आप ही वो निकाल रहा है, आपको इनकम टैक्स में वो रिबेट दे रहा है, आप डिसेबिलिटी में रिबेट ले रहे हैं उसका, तो वो तो अपना खर्चा आप खुद ही निकाल रहा है, आपने क्या खर्चा करना उसमें। तो ये कुछ मेरे सुझाव हैं। ये
धन्यवाद रविंदर जी।
मैं इस सीरीज को अब क्लोज कर रहा हूँ।
जी,
थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर गिविंग मी द अपॉर्चुनिटी। थैंक्स।
thank you Ravinder ji. I understand your perspective and where you come from. आपका कहना है कि सिर्फ मरीज बीमार नहीं है, सारा कुटुंब बीमार हो जाता है। That unfortunately happens to be true for most of the families. But then the basic difference between the West and India is that in India, it's the family caregiver who is still the main pillar of support for persons with mental illness. And
Correct.
फैमिली का जो रोल है उसको कभी हम कम नहीं कर सकते हैं। But we would like to hear from others also. May I now request Amanji to kindly present his views? Please, okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, first of all, for inviting me